Did I do it? Oh my God, I did it. Hey guys. You have no idea what I endured.
You have no idea what I endured. You have no idea what I endured. You have no idea what I endured. You have no idea what I endured. You have no idea what I endured.
It's so echoey.
It's so echoey. It's so echoey. It's so echoey. It's so echoey. It's so echoey.
Hello? Hello? Did I fix it? Oh my God. Can you guys hear me now? It's muted? No way. Okay, we're doing an audio test. Can you guys hear me good? Yeah? Okay, cool. Whoa, what was that? Did you guys hear what I heard? That was crazy. How's everyone doing? All right, cool. So audio's good. I don't know what happened there. Let's check if super chat's working. Can you guys let me know if you guys see that option down there? I want to make sure that that's on. But how's everyone doing? I know I said that like 3 times. So I'm working on getting a camera that's not a webcam set up to live stream for you guys in better quality. So you guys can look forward to that soon, because I know webcam doesn't look the best, but glad you guys are having a good day so far. Oh, so far it's 6 p.m. Where have I been? So I know you guys are here for some more secrets on exposing women. I don't know if you guys saw my last live stream, but I was basically not exposing women in like a negative way, but more so just letting you guys in on why we do certain things or why we think certain things. So we're going to do some more of that today. But this time we're going to be talking about the crazy things that women say about men that are not true. I can say they're not true, and that's not an opinion, it's a fact. Why? Let's think of the main one, right? So the main thing that women say is guys ain't shit, right? How many times have you heard a woman say that? Now, the reason why I say that's not true is because they're just generalizing every man. Like they're putting every guy in the same category, and that doesn't apply to every guy. Just like if I say that women think a certain way, I'm not speaking for all women, but I'm speaking for a good amount, but not all. So I want to just let women know that men aren't evil like they think you guys are. I know I don't have a lot of women on here right now, but they'll see it. They're going to see it. So let me read a couple of these because I know you guys got a lot that you guys want to talk about. So on Instagram, I put up a little questionnaire to see what misconceptions you guys have heard from women about men. And I saved them on my phone for you guys because I got you. I know what it is you guys want to talk about. So I'm going to get to these first. We aren't savage. You're not. Okay, there are some guys, but I mean, that goes for women too, right? So it's to say that some guys are dogs, yeah, but also some women are also dogs, because female dogs, you know. I was gonna say cats, but all right. So I want to go through these with you guys. Someone says every man has different ways of thinking. That's true. And someone else said I am a savage. Oh, okay. Excuse me. But I know I have a lot of gentlemen in this chat. I know that. I know I do. So this is for you. This is for the gentlemen that get categorized. I don't want y'all to get categorized no more. So this is for y'all. All right. So I don't even know where to begin. There's so many of these. Of course, the first thing that women say, all men are pigs. Okay, now let's be real. There is a reason why women think this. So I think a lot of us get offended by stereotypes or get offended by certain comments because partially we know that it's true, but we don't want to be proven wrong. Like we don't want to accept it, right? So for me, like if someone made a short joke towards me, like I mean, it's like, if someone's like, oh, you can't reach the cabinets. Yeah, it's offensive, but also it's true. I can't. So we're going to get offended by comments about us, just like guys are going to get offended when girls say guys are all pigs. But what I'm getting at is they say it for a reason. I'm not saying it's accurate, but we have reasons for thinking things. Jenny out here spilling the tea. I am. I think the main issue here is that there's just a lack of communication. So who's really the bad guy? I don't think either. I don't think dudes are the bad guys in the situation, but I also don't believe that the girls are completely innocent. Like I think it takes two to tango. So for issues to occur, it's people like to blame the other person. That's why when there's breakups, one person, like there's always two different sides to every breakup, right? Two different sides to every story. So the guy is going to tell his homies something totally different than what the girl is going to tell her girls. That's just natural, like how many guys are going to say to their homies like, yeah, man, she called me with this bitch and this bitch and this bitch. Like that's not generally how it goes. It's usually like, man, this chick was crazy. Like she was all up on my phone. She was da da da. So the chick is the bad guy, right? Because she was crazy. And then the girl's telling her other girls like, yo, he cheated on me. He's a pig. So this is why, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's not what I don't think it's just one person being completely at fault. I think both parties are at fault because of a lack of communication of what they need. For example, if you're a dude and you feel like, you want this person, but you want other girls too, like that's communication. Either get a chick who's down for that or just don't be with this chick. Be single and have whoever you want. Now, the issue with women thinking that all guys are pigs, I mean, there's a lot of reasons and a lot of reasons why they would think that. But at the end of the day, they think something for a reason. Like something had to have happened to where they think this about men, right? No girl that's never been hurt by a dude or never been in a painful relationship is going to say men are pigs. They usually don't, unless they're talking about their homegirls. But otherwise, females are always going to say like men are pigs because of what they've experienced. But also in relationships, a lot of times both parties aren't sharing their true thoughts, right? Their true opinions on the matter. So say you get into a relationship with a girl and you still crave other women. That's not something you tell your girl, right? You're not going to be like, yo, like, I want to hit that. I want to hit that. No, you're going to lie to her about it, most likely. And then if a chick, okay, say a fine naked chick threw herself at you while you're in a relationship, are you going to turn her down? I feel like there's a lot of guys that wouldn't really be able to say no in that instance. And that's, I mean, it's not okay, but it's understandable. But a woman, from the girl's point of view, she's not going to understand it because she doesn't think like a man. She's not attracted to women. She doesn't understand the allure of a woman or the temptation of a woman, So I think in a sense, it's kind of one-sided. I'm not saying it's okay to let another girl come on to you or to do things with another girl or to cheat. I'm not condoning cheating by any means, but there are reasons why guys cheat that are a little deeper, or sometimes it's just very surface level. Sometimes, like I said, a chick just throws herself at you and you can't really, it's a fine chick, like I get it. I 100% get that. To the point where like, women don't understand how tempting another woman can be because they're not attracted to them. And it's a whole different level when you are, you know? Okay, hold on, I got a super chat. Master Pierce, thank you for the super chat. He said, why do women lie about their body count? I would imagine men and women would lie about their body count if they want to sound a little more innocent. But women would lie about it because if they have such a high number, it can be off-putting to a man, right? If a chick told you she's been with like 672 dudes, would you be like, oh, cool, and then move on? Like, I'm sure that number would kind of get to you somehow, right? So I think it's understandable for women to kind of lie about their body count, but I also don't think that needs to be a discussion. Like, I don't think anyone should just sit with their partner and be like, okay, let's talk about all the names of the people I've been with, how many there were, if they were male or female, or what incidents. Like, that doesn't need to be, that was the past. If you bring that up, that's just gonna cause more issues, maybe more insecurities, more, it's just not gonna be, yes, you are sharing more details about your life, but it's not gonna help your relationship, in my opinion. Like, I don't think after that, like, say your chick was like, yeah, I've been with 672 dudes, 14 women or something like that, and then say X, Y, and Z, say they name who these people are. After that conversation, are you gonna be like, oh my God, I feel so much closer now. I'm glad we did this. Usually, no. Usually that's not how it goes, right? Like, you're gonna be stuck in your thoughts thinking about like how many dudes this chick has been with and who, like, it's gonna drive you nuts. So I highly recommend that conversation doesn't happen. Why am I so trifling in my own videos? I gotta create conflict somehow. If the video had nobody trifling, then it would be a very boring video if there was just ponies and rainbows. Imagine I just have a video of a movie night and nothing goes wrong. That would be the most boring thing. All right, I feel like I'm getting off topic here. Oh, wait, we got another super chat. Daryl Wallace, thank you. He said, I think guys and girls attach certain connotations that may or may not be true due to certain things in the past that may have left a scar. You know, I feel like there's reasons why we shouldn't discuss things from the past. Like, I get you want to know a person better and you feel like it'll bring you closer to know everything, but you don't have to talk about everything. I had a therapist tell me this too. He said, the past is the past. Focus on right now, the person that you're with now that makes you happy. Like, whatever happened back then, like with whoever, as long as they're not the person that you're running home to every night, you know, they're irrelevant. They're so irrelevant. Unless you're fooling around with them, then that's your fault. Master Pierce, thank you for the super chat. Will you be my woman? Oh, well, I have a man, but I appreciate the question. Thank you for the super chat. But no, okay, speaking of will you be my woman? So I think a lot of guys nowadays will tend to chase a woman. And I'm so... the problem with that is women expect y'all to chase. Like, they just out here waiting for guys to wait on them, like, left and right, and do whatever to win a girl over. And I've heard, again, disclaimer, I'm not talking about every woman, okay? I'm just trying to help y'all get us. Like, we're not out here just thinking like, oh my God, this guy is like doing everything like X, Y, and Z to get me. Oh, I'm so flattered. Yeah, I'm gonna get with him. That's not how it works. Like, women want a guy who can be dominant and look and be wanted. You know, like, who wouldn't want someone? How can I say this? You want to feel wanted, right? Like, I don't think anyone can sit here and be like, oh, I just wish people didn't want me. No, like, we all crave attention, affection, someone to be interested in us, right? So I think a problem that I've seen, like, especially with my guy friends, is they will do so much to chase a woman that's not even looking in their direction. And I don't think that's fair to you guys, because you guys need to be wanted too. So if you're chasing someone that doesn't want to be chased, how does that make you feel good about yourself? Like you need I'm not saying you need to, but it's nice to want someone that wants you back. Someone who feels for you the way that you feel for them. Like imagine a woman that you're in awe of being as in awe of you as you are to them. You know, like a woman gazing in your eyes and thinking like, wow, this is the guy. This is my guy. Like, I don't see why anyone wouldn't want that. Clinton, what's up? Thank you for the super chat. Keep doing your thing, Jen. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm just trying to break it down for these guys because there's a lot of miscommunication between genders. I feel like men have, you know, I mean, just like women think all guys are pigs, whatever, men think things about women too that might not be fully accurate. It might be accurate for some people, but there's reasons why people think this, is what I'm saying. So we're going to get into some of those. Let's see. Ninjas ain't shit. I'm going to say ninjas. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say the other thing. So obviously the most heard of by women, they will say men ain't shit, right? Clearly they've been hurt before. No, I don't think any woman that hasn't been hurt is going to say that, because women go through some stuff, but men do too. And I think that's why a lot of women get hurt by men, because men were hurt by women first, maybe, and they're kind of, you know, it's kind of a cycle. So for me, I would say, what is this? I don't know what chasing. I just haven't found a woman worth chasing. Oh, good. Well, at least you know that. But yes, I definitely do want to break this down for y'all, because there's just a misunderstanding. I honestly think that's all it is. Like, I think if men and women just understood how each other's brains worked a little better, like if women understood how men are wired, there would be less conflict for sure. I'm not saying that would remove all conflict, but if you guys would just understand each other, then things would maybe be okay. Women say there aren't any good ones. That is true that women say that. Women will say that there aren't good guys out there. The reason why I say that's inaccurate, why all of these are inaccurate, because they're trying to speak for everybody. They're saying that all men are pigs. All men are the same. No one is exactly the same. Like, if we're speaking literal, not every, you know, like when women, I want to know, when women say like every guy is the same, are they talking about their fathers too, and their brothers and their best guy friends? Like, because I know so many good men in my life, like my family members, you know, like my brother's a pastor, my dad's a pastor. I'm not saying that makes them saints, but I know that, like, genuinely they're gentlemen, they're good people, they wouldn't intentionally hurt anyone. It's like there's men in our lives that are good, but women tend to just generalize and they get hurt by several different guys and are like, that's it, they're all the same. Like, that's not, that is not how it works. Not every guy's like that. But the problem is, when a woman is hurt so many times by so many different guys, at that point, it's easy for a woman to give up and say, you know, there's not going to be a guy out there that won't hurt me. And I get that. I've been there. And that's why I'm speaking for us women, because I feel like I've come to a point where I realized that my thinking may have been wrong when I thought that all men were pigs. I absolutely know that that's wrong. But there's a lot of women out there who are still stuck in that mentality of every guy's the same. And that's not true, because they be telling their best guy friends who they can trust with everything that all guys are the same, knowing damn well that if they had just dated their best friend, they wouldn't have any issues, right? Because girls will complain to the good guys that they can't find a good guy. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Thank you guys for the compliments. I appreciate you. I appreciate that you think that I think differently, but I wasn't always like this. And a lot of these things I'm also speaking for myself, you know, like I'm not out here trying to tell y'all how relationships should be. I'm no Dr. Phil, but I'm just saying from experience, what I think could have worked for me in the past, what I think could still work for me is, if like me, my partner, you and your partner would just try to understand how each other's brain works. Understand that a woman never really knows what she wants and her mind can change all the time. But you also got to tell them exactly what you want from the get-go. And if you just tell a woman what you want from the beginning, like straight up what you're looking for in a non-asshole-ish way, then that will reduce a lot of the problems in the future. Like if you're just trying to hook up with a girl and you don't want anything serious, but you try to act like you want something serious and later she turns crazy, it's because you kind of misled her. I'm not saying a lot of you guys do this, but that was a dirty question. I'm not reading that. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm ADD, so I'm trying to get to all the questions on here. But if you guys have a question, feel free to super chat so it highlights it. Okay. Let me see. There's another one. Men don't listen to them. Oh my gosh. How did I get there? There aren't any good ones. All men want is sex and not to actually be with a woman and love her. That's so not true. I know y'all crave someone real, like a real down-ass woman, right? But at the same time, yes, sex is important, but women tend to act like it's just the dude. It's never just the dude that always wants sex. Women be wanting it too, but for some reason it's just guys. But I get it. I have a lot of girlfriends that say that they go out with dudes and they just want one thing, or once they get it, they dip. There's a lot of reasons why a guy would disappear after doing it with a girl, but I just think you need to fix something in the bedroom. I got a super chat. Will Jordan, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Jenny, you're a beautiful woman with a lot of wisdom. Salute to you, honey. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm speaking for myself, too. I'm trying to give myself advice because I'm not out here being the best girlfriend. Like, I try, but I have a lot of flaws. I got crazy in me too, a lot of us women have some crazy mentalities, but the problem, okay, see, there's a difference. There's being crazy and blaming it on a dude for your crazy, because that's what a lot of girls do. They'll get in relationships and, if the guy calls them crazy, they're like, you make me crazy. She kind of allowed it. Sometimes they allow it because there's no communication. You guys need to communicate what it is that you want from the beginning, and I think there'll be less issues. I've hung out with a lot of girls. Okay, I say a lot, like, because I have mostly guy friends, so this is where a lot of the mentality comes from, and being understanding of how you guys think, and with women, it's just such a different atmosphere. It's a different energy, and it's so easy to like put down guys. And I feel like with women, they're more so putting down men than when I'm with my guy friends. They don't put down women as much. They're more so uplifting women, talking about a girl that they want really bad. Where girls are a lot of them are just complaining about what a guy did. And as of recently, I've heard a lot of complaints about men. I had a friend who, she was talking to a guy for several months, saw each other all day, every day, spent so much time together, had no label though, but he just ghosted one day. He just blocked her and just bounced. Now, she was telling me and another girlfriend the story, and her girlfriend was like, yeah, man ain't shit, talking so much mess about this dude. And it's like, you don't even know his side of the story though. Like, you don't know. I'm not saying that he was right by any means. Like, you shouldn't ghost someone without giving them an explanation as to why you're ghosting them, especially if you've built a connection with someone and you spent so much time and energy with somebody. I don't think ghosting is a good idea. Like, at least let them know why you're deciding to leave the non-relationship. But in her case, it's like, I can see why she would feel that way. I can see why she would feel like, this is why I hate men. And I get why she would think that. And I feel like you guys would if you don't know the guy's story and you just heard your girl, a chick friend, complaining about this dude that just up and ghosted, I'm sure there's some part of you that would feel bad for her and think like, man, this guy really did mess up. But because I know, because I'm very familiar with how guys think, I know that he's not fully to blame for this. They probably didn't establish, first of all, rules in the beginning of like what that was. They didn't have a what are we talk since they weren't even exclusive. There's a lot of things that could have gone differently for them if they had just communicated what they were looking for and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that he wasn't being I'm not saying that he's completely in the clear. Clearly there was some disrespect there as far as him just disappearing, but there are reasons why girls think this way, is because she doesn't know his full story. So he could have had his reasons. I'm not saying they were the right reasons and it's a good excuse for him to just ghost, but because she doesn't know his reasoning, she's gonna feel some type of way about him. And if that has happened to her with several guys before, of course she's going to start thinking negative thoughts towards men because they're not giving her a reason. If she did something wrong, they're not telling her. So how is she supposed to know? But yeah, I do think she deserved an explanation at least. I got a couple of super chats here. AH, thank you for the super chat. What are your toxic traits and how are you healing them? Oh, my toxic traits. That's a personal question. I don't mind answering for you if you guys want to hear it. I have a lot of toxic traits. One of them is I'm not afraid to say it because I promote a suicide prevention organization for people who deal with depression and anxiety. So I'm not afraid to say. So I deal with that as well, depression, anxiety, and I feel like I tend to let that control my moods and how I treat other people. And that can be very toxic energy if you let that control your mind. So I feel like that's one of my biggest things. Also, I'm insecure, just like a lot of women are and men too. I have a lot of insecurities and that can get to me. I can get very jealous when I don't have a right to be jealous. There's a lot of things. I'm not perfect, you guys. I got a lot of issues. My dude has a lot to deal with me. Trust me. So I'm not this perfect girl that you guys think. Like my friends got to put up with me. My family has to put up with me. I could be a headache, but that's why me talking to you guys, I'm also speaking for myself. Like, I'm not saying women need to treat guys amazing because I do. No, I think I should treat my dude amazing too. And I try to, but I fail at that a lot. So, this goes for me too. How am I healing them? Oof. It's a battle. It's definitely a battle to try to, like, when you know what the issues are and you can't just fix it immediately. It's definitely a struggle, but like I said, I'm giving myself advice here too. I got another super chat from Buzz703. Thank you. I'm down for the high body count. Oh, hit and run just for fun. I do let the women know I'm not interested in a relationship. Your thoughts? Really? Oh, well, that's good. First of all, the fact that you're down for a high body count, that's interesting, and I've never heard of that. But kudos to you. That's great that you're cool with that. You let the women know that you're not interested in a relationship. My thoughts. I think that's great that you let them know. Like, the thing is, girls are going to be upset that that's the truth, right? The truth of the matter is that you don't want a relationship, and that's okay. If you don't want that, that's fine. What's not okay is misleading someone into thinking that you want that you want more when you don't. So if you're telling them from the get-go, like, look, I'm not interested in anything. And I'm not saying to be like, I just want to fuck. I'm not saying that either. But, to be like, I'm just looking to, like, have a good time with somebody. Like, I'm not really looking for anything serious right now. There's a nice way to say that you want to just do your own thing. There's a nice way to say it. But I feel like if you do let them know, because I get it, sometimes you want to just get with a female and you don't want no strings attached, but you also feel like if you tell them, they're going to run for the hills, right? But the thing is, if you do lie to them about your intentions, if you tell them yeah, I'm down for whatever, when you're not, then you're going to end up hurting them eventually. And then that's when they're going to start acting crazy and you're going to wonder why. That is why. Corey Mitchell, what's up, Corey? Thank you so much for the super chat. Why do you think both sexes play emotional games with each other? Oh, that is a good one. Honestly, I think it's because nowadays, especially nowadays, I don't know how it was back then because I wasn't around, but nowadays it's like no one wants to get hurt. And maybe in the past when we've tried to be our true selves, it probably didn't work out that well for us. Like I know in the beginning, my first relationships ever, I would be overly clingy and like always blowing up people's lines and like being annoying, and everyone likes different things. Some people don't like clingy, right? And so it's like I had to learn from making those mistakes that these are things that guys don't like. So I'm gonna act not clingy. I'm going to act not as interested. I'm going to try to play a little more hard to get in hopes that that will work with this guy. Usually I think we play games with each other because like we don't want to get hurt the way we did in the past. Because I don't think we would initially play games like with the first person that we start dating. I think we usually try to be our real authentic selves and it doesn't work out. So we think that playing games with each other is kind of a way to avoid that. But I think that just makes it worse, in my opinion. Ray Morale, is it Morale? Moral? I don't think it's Moral. Ray Moral, thank you for the sticker. LOL, what is so funny? What are you laughing at? But great question, Corey. Thank you. Thank you, Reagan, for the sticker. AH. Thank you for the super chat. Why do women don't accept accountability and never take responsibility for their actions? Oh, well, you know, men do that too sometimes, but I feel like people do that because no one wants to be told they're wrong. Like no one wants to admit that. It's for a lot of reasons. Like one, it's just embarrassing, and especially if I feel like a good example of that would be, say a woman thinks a guy is cheating and she's just going off accusing him this, that, and the third. Like, you were doing this last night and I know you were because my feelings, my intuition, whatever. Say the guy proves her wrong. He really wasn't cheating. What's the girl going to do? Is she going to sit there and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, babe. You're so right. I shouldn't have been crazy like that. I should have just, you're right, I was wrong. That it's not gonna go like that. We're not wired to just accept being caught in a lie or being caught being wrong. Like no one's just gonna do that. That's great if you can do that. If you're caught and you're like, oh, okay, my bad. You was right, I was wrong. That'd be cool in an alternate universe where we did that. But nowadays, a woman's gonna play it off like, okay, well, you know what else you did? And you know, she's gonna try to find something else, some way to flip it on you. But I feel like guys do the same thing too with girls, you know? Like my girlfriends will catch a guy doing something crazy. Like say a girl catches a dude, say she looks through his phone and finds out he's texting another girl. Is the guy gonna immediately be like, oh my God, you're right, I shouldn't have been texting her, sorry? No, he's gonna be like, why was you looking through my phone? Right? Tell me I'm not wrong. Like we're gonna, just as humans, we're not gonna immediately just admit to being wrong. We're gonna try to find whatever way we can flip this on the other person or make us good again, you know? Oh, got another one. Got another super chat from 3869. I love these usernames. Damn, if there were more women like Jenny on the planet, this would be a better place for all of us. Facts. What does your audience think? Thank you. This is also me showing my good sides because we all got bad sides, right? So my bad side is the crazy Jenny. Y'all aren't gonna see that, but I'm admitting it. I'm not hiding it. And if a girl does deny it, then that's run for the hills because she does not realize it. She is not gonna try to fix it. But thank you for that. L. Nixon, what's good? Thank you so much for the super chat. Jenny, you already know I had to pull up. Thanks for keeping it 100 with us. We appreciate it. Some men need to see that there are beautiful women that are down to earth. Peace and blessings, and peace to everyone in the chat. Oh, thank you so much. You know, it is hard to find, I feel like, a woman who can understand a man's brain unless she's like a lesbian. So I get it. Like, I honestly think that if I wasn't bi, that I would still be in my same mindset of like not fully understanding at least the allure of a woman to a guy, because, you know, okay, say me. I'm just gonna go ahead and put myself out there because I'm sure you guys can relate. Not all of you, but maybe some. So when I was single, if I feel like if a girl was interested in me, it almost didn't even matter if she looked like, she didn't have to look great, but it's like, and not necessarily saying that I wanted her, but it would be intriguing to know that she wants me. And it's almost like, yeah, you know, I guess you could get it. So I get that. Women who are straight aren't going to understand why guys will get with kind of whatever or whoever, because they're just like, she's not a dime, so why does he want her over me? Why would he cheat on me with that? It's something just about, I don't know, sometimes just if a girl's interested, you think other things. You think, is she a freak? She might be going to bed. She might be, you know, straight girls aren't going to think how guys think in that situation. Some, like, there's a reason why some guys aren't picky. Like, sometimes you just take what you can get. It's there. It wants you. It's available. You know, I get it. But straight women don't think like that. They don't understand it. They think like they don't understand the temptation of a woman, so they don't understand. But if you guys would just, you guys just need to talk about it. Just talk about talk about your wants and needs. And you know, women have this mentality, like a lot of women, not all, have this mentality that a person should only have eyes for them. And I get that to a certain extent, because, you know, like at the end of the day, like me and my man, for example, I check out girls more than he probably, or maybe he does in his head. I don't know. He's really respectful in front of me. No. And just in general, he's a very respectful guy. So I'll check out a woman and chances are he's going to say something negative about her instead of like, damn, yeah, you're right, she's fine. I haven't heard that from him yet. But the point is that I will still like look at girls, like I'll still think they're attractive. Do I want them? No. Do I like lust for them? No. Do I crave them? No. But we have eyes and they're going to look. They're going to look at people. It's not saying that you want that person, but it's hard for a lot of women to understand that our eyes are still going to see things whether we want it or not. Like, we're still going to look. That doesn't mean that we want that. But for women, it's like they just have this, a lot of women have this one-sided mentality, like, this man should only have eyes for me. He should look at another girl. He shouldn't even. And it's like, you're being unrealistic at that point if you think a man isn't going to look at an attractive woman. Like, you can't expect your man to just look at the ground when a fine chick in a bikini walks by. He's not just going to like gaze in his girlfriend's eyes like, yep, because you know the corner of his eye is seeing her. But that's okay. The thing is, women think that's not fine. And so they start to think like, oh, guys only want one thing because it's a freaking fine chick. Of course you're going to look. Like, I think that's another issue that a lot of women have, is they can't accept the fact that guys are going to look. And they can, and that's okay. Just like women would look at a fine dude. If she saw a fine dude walking by and she's with her girls, if a shirtless ab six-pack dude walks by, the girl is going to say to her girlfriends, oh my God. But that don't mean she's going to do anything about it. That doesn't mean she's going to talk to him. She just sees it and she mentions it, and that's it. And then never freaking see him again. Right? So it's like girls can do that, but suddenly when a guy does it, it's bad. Why? Why is it okay for a guy to get away with things that girls can't? Buzz703, thank you for the super chat. The difference between men and women, in my opinion, men think through logic and women think through feelings. Oh, I can see how women would disagree with that, because they would think that guys think with your brain down there sometimes. So that's another thing that women might disagree on, because they'll be like, oh, guys, oh, which is another misconception. They think that guys only think with that brain, which I can see why they would think that. But also, if women had things that went up every time they got excited, the same thing would happen to them. So it's them again being biased and not seeing from the guys, from the lens of a man, you know, from not seeing from the eyes of a guy. It's like, it's very biased. I think that's really the issue. That's why I'm saying there's a lot of miscommunication, because they just don't understand how a guy thinks. Women try to create what they think a guy thinks, which is all he wants is sex. That's not all a guy wants, but yeah, they're gonna want it just like girls are gonna want it, and that's fine. It's okay to want things. It's different to do things and like act on these things, but I think if people just communicate with each other what you want, what you're looking for, what the issues are. Sometimes when people are in relationships, there's an issue. Instead of trying to fix it and work it out, they just run to the next person in hopes that solves their problem. Like, oh, I hope this chick makes me feel better than my girl's making me feel. Like, that's not going to make your relationship better. It's just going to make you dig a deeper hole for you because you're still in this crappy relationship with someone that you don't really want to be with while you got this other hoe. It's like, we're just making the situation worse by not communicating with our partners or partners to be. Thank you for the super chat. I love you guys' usernames. Hey, wait. Oh, I passed some. Oh, dang, you guys are fast. Sorry. Jenny, what is your opinion about the Fresh and Fit podcast dating advice? And would you go on their podcast? I don't know what that is. Should I look them up? I can't look them up now, but I will look them up later. And then I can give you my answer. But I don't know what that is. I want to know if it consists of men, women. That's a good question to ask. Nikonar, thank you for the super chat. Hey Jenny, what's happening? How do you fit in those stoves and dryers? Oh, that's funny. Being 4'10", you can fit in a lot of places. Yeah. Funny story. I had a dream the other night that I was being chased by some people and I was trying to hide. So I hid in a bathroom, but they were like trying to get into the bathroom. So I tried to hide under the sink, but only reason I couldn't fit and close the door is because they had a lot of stuff in the sink. And if I took it all out, they would know I'm in the sink. That was so irrelevant. I don't know why I shared that. Point is, I can fit in under sinks, in cabinets, stoves, ovens. Okay, not stoves, but ovens. I fit in a mini fridge. I can fit in a lot of tiny places. And why? I don't know. It's because I don't have a lot of skills, but I feel like that's something that not a lot of people could do is fit in tiny places. So I consider that a skill. I don't know. I'm going to put that on my resume. Can't sing, can't dance, but can fit in dryers. That will land me nowhere. Michael, I hope I'm saying that right. Miko? Thank you for the super chat. How often are you horny? Wow. Well, I'm in a relationship and extremely attracted to my man, so I'm all the time. Yeah, pretty much all the time. 24/7. Yeah. I'm obsessed with him. So okay. I think I got all you. Oh no, I missed one. I missed another super chat. Sorry guys. Smoke Jensen, thank you for the super chat. First time listening to you. Why do women make every conversation about themselves? Men can be talking about a sandwich. Women will say, oh, so you're talking about you don't like my sandwich. Okay, I'm trying to take your analogy and running with it. Hold on. Why do women make every conversation about themselves? Well, for one, I feel like a lot of women are more talkers than listeners. Exhibit A. I've been talking this entire time, but there's no one else here to talk, so I kind of got to. It's just, okay, well, think about, like, say someone asks you about how your day is going, and or just say someone asks you a question about yourself, like what's your favorite color, or what movies you like listening to, or tell them a little bit about yourself. And you start talking and you start feeling good, right? Because you're kind of telling them about yourself and you're intrigued that someone wants to know. So that good feeling is just something that we just always have. Like we feel good talking about ourselves. We feel good talking about our day, talking about something that could be completely irrelevant to what you were talking about. It's just a good feeling. So I'm not saying it's a good thing that we make everything about ourselves, but it's just something that we enjoy, and that's something that's just a woman thing. But I think it's understandable, kind of like if you're having a rough day and you're venting and you're talking about it, you're letting it out, that's your way of feeling a little bit better. So maybe a woman isn't having a bad day. She just feels like talking about herself. It just makes her feel good. But then we be talking hella. So I apologize for that. Okay. think I answered all you guys' questions. We'll move on to the next ones, the next misconceptions. All men want have sex. Oh, I read that one already. Wait, got some super chats. Smoke Jensen. We don't want to hear you talk about yourself. We want to hear you tell us what the problems are so we can fix them. And that is something that needs to be addressed, because I guarantee you, well, I don't guarantee because I don't know you, but I'm sure when your woman is talking about herself, you don't be like, yeah, cut it out. So what's the problem? Like, stop talking about yourself. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't do that, because otherwise that wouldn't you wouldn't have that issue anymore, right? If you said it. Now, I'm not saying that you should, but if you communicate with her, like, you know, what you want, like if you'd rather her not talk about herself, then maybe when she starts going on a tangent, like, okay, well, you know, what you can try to divert into a different conversation. But also, if you don't want her to talk about, you know, you can't just, oh my gosh, oh no, it says my connection's unstable. Can you guys see me? Think we good? Okay. Yeah, so you say we don't want to hear you talk about yourself. We want to hear about what the problems are so we can fix it. Okay. If you feel like a girl is having problems with you in the relationship, you've got to ask questions, because as women, for whatever reason, we expect a guy to just know what the problem is. We just expect him to know and expect him to fix it. And that's an issue, because you guys aren't mind readers. You're not going to know what the problem is unless we discuss it. But if you want her to open up about it, you kind of got to pry it out of her. Not necessarily pry, but I don't think on her own she'll just be like, so this is what I hate about you. I mean, unless she's nagging. But I feel like girls would tell you guys the problems all the time, because girls like talking about that kind of stuff too. They like talking about what you're doing wrong, as if she's not doing nothing wrong. 3869. He said, Jenny, I believe that you did a skit with Kevin Samuels. I'm curious to know, what do you think about his views on women versus men and relationships? I think me and Kevin have a lot of similar viewpoints. They're not all the same. Like, it's not like everything we say we agree on, but I do like a lot of the stuff that he says. Again, like, I don't agree with like everything, but you know, we all have different viewpoints or different perspectives on things. But I like a lot of things he says about men and relationships, as far as high value men. Like, I see more value in men than I think most women see in men, because a lot of times women look at men like they're the issue. But that's because no one's communicating that there's an issue with the girl too. Like, it's not just one-sided. Like I said, it takes two to tango. It takes two to create a problem. It's not like there's just one messed up I mean, I guess there could be, but also if someone, like, say you're in a relationship with someone that's being like a biatch, she's only gonna be that way because she's not only gonna be that way, but a lot of times she's going through stuff and maybe you're not handling it well, or maybe you're fighting with her about, you know, it's like it's not one-sided. Issues can rise or be worsened based on just a lack of communication with each other, what the problem is. I don't remember what the question was. Oh, my views on men and relationships. Yeah, I agree with a lot of the things that he says, but not all necessarily. Ella Nixon, Jenny, remember to pin the Cash App at the top of the chat. Content creators work hard and YouTube takes 30% of the super chat money. I know. Oh, trust me, I know. Honestly, it's more like 50%. But let me put my Cash App down here. Thank you for that. It's very simple, though. I don't know how to pin it. How do I pin this? Oh, pin. Okay, there's my Cash App there, you guys. Oh, I don't know how to put it on the top. Let me know if I did it. But thank you, Ella Nixon. Orlando Tillman, thank you for the super chat. He said, why do most women lie, saying they want a good guy at first rather than just going for the bad guy like they want? Oh, that's a good question. I wouldn't say it's a lie. I think women just don't know what they want, and they change their minds frequently. Like, they could want cake one second and then want a pizza the next. Like they were all over the place. At the end of the day, a woman doesn't want an asshole. That's not her intention. It was like, let me find the douchiest guy in here and that's mine. That's never the intention. So whenever guys say women only want assholes, they're not looking for an asshole. They're they're looking for the finest dude they see, who usually tends to be an asshole for whatever reason. But I feel like a lot of times when girls end up with an asshole, it's almost like, in a sense, they have this confidence in themselves that kind of belittles the girl and makes her feel unworthy of him, which makes her, in a sense, stay and stick around in hopes that he'll change. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but women will definitely go complain to their good guy friends about the bad guys that they're dealing with. And I think a lot of times it's what you said, why do women lie? So they're not lying about it. Like I said, they're not looking for the bad guy, but there are certain traits that they like in what you call bad guys. For example, just being a little bit more dominant, or being a little more confident, or more aggressive. Sometimes women correlate the aggression to the bedroom. It's like, oh, he's gonna toss me around and stuff. You know, if a guy is just being like super sweet and innocent, she can't imagine him doing anything like 50 Shades of Grey, then it's probably gonna seem less intriguing. So initially, a woman isn't looking for a douche. She just kind of ends up that way. But I think it's also because they kind of go for looks more than anything. Like they go for the first guy that they're physically attracted to. And a lot of times I feel like I'm not saying super attractive guys are douchey, but I'm saying like a lot of times a woman will try to pick a guy that she connects with on a physical level, not knowing about what's on the inside. So if you date the first person that you find physically attractive and without getting to know them, then you're dating them for what's on the outside, and you could be dating an asshole. And you realize that later on. I hope that explains it. I feel like that was a really good explanation, but I could be wrong. Nick and R. Jenny, I'm signing off. Work in the AM. Looking forward to the next YouTube live. People must know themselves before getting into a relationship. Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping by and leaving us with that. People must know themselves before getting into a relationship. Absolutely. But it's hard because, especially for women, because we don't really know what we want. We don't really know our true selves. And plus people change. You know, it's not as easy as it sounds, but ideally, yes. And I think it's important, like I said before, to let people know what you want before you jump into anything with anybody. What's up, Neil? I'm sorry I didn't say hi yet. There's a delay? Oh, no. How delayed is it? Is it pretty bad? Ooh, said something. They're out there. 7 billion people. 3.5 of them are women. You can find yours. Best advice is to evolve to your best self. So when you meet that one, you're ready for them. Wow. Bars. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second to breathe here. Take a little drink. Y'all like my lens? All right. So I'm going to go to, Simon. L. Nixon cash apped me, said for great content, Jenny. Thank you so much. Also got one from Simon. Simon de Pina. Am I saying that right? It has to be de Pina, but then that's like pineapple, right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for the cash app. Let me move on to the next thing I said. Anyone else acknowledge my lens? No one did. Okay, cool. All you guys are the same. Yeah, no, that's not true. Definitely not true. I have some really good guy friends out here that are being treated like they're the same as every guy, and they're definitely not. So I get it. Simon D. Close enough. You're welcome. Thank you, Simon. Okay, I'm going to just say Simon D next time. I'm sorry for butchering your name. Okay. Oh, that's a good. See, I'm skipping around. That us men are nothing but toxic masculinity. That us men are nothing but toxic masculinity. Oof. Oof. It's kind of messed up. That's not true. There's some feminine dudes. I'm not saying feminine dudes, but like that's not all you guys are. And I think the difference is like women just be wearing their hearts on their sleeves and crying left to right, and guys, want to look a little tougher, want to hold it in. But that don't mean that you don't have emotions. You're just concealing it more than a woman because they just be showing whatever they're feeling on their sleeves. Okay, men only want one thing. Not true. We want a lot of things, but we know how to prioritize. Oh, well, he answered that one for me. All men cheat, all men lie. See, here's the problem. Is when women say all men are pigs, all men cheat, all men lie. I just want to be like, oh, I didn't know you dated all of them. That's a lot of guys. Like all? Like every guy? Every guy? Okay. Like talk to me when you've been with every single guy in the world and then tell me that every guy is like that. What? Why? You guys are trying to guess my process. I'm trying to spit knowledge to y'all. They're bees. I got a question from. Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm getting on here is like all the same things. Like all men cheat. All we want is sex. That's not all you want. Y'all also want sandwiches. I'm just kidding. But no, for real, like I truly believe that men also, I mean, you want peace. Like what Kevin said, men prefer peace over pussy. Because I do believe that men also want a freaking down ass, supportive ass woman by your side who's real, who's loyal, who got your back, who's funny, who you have a good time with, someone that could be your best friend. Like there's so many great qualities I know you love in a woman than to just get in her pants. That's great too. But I think it's like a bundle. Someone who kind of has all of that is great, right? Someone who's cooking for you, massaging you, someone that's treating you like a king. I feel like women nowadays, because they think that all guys want are sex, they kind of act that way. They act like all they have to offer is their body and their looks, and they're not willing to do anything else. And that mentality right there is what makes women feel like they're the prize. And I don't think that women are the only prize. I do believe that men are the prize too. I have guy friends that are always gawking over, the most beautiful girl they see or like the coolest girl. And it's like, they want to work so hard to get them. And I'm like, why are you trying so hard for someone that's not trying that hard for you? That's like being in a one-sided relationship. That's like showing that person that you love them and that you'll do anything for them, but the other person couldn't give a rat's ass about you. That's kind of how it is when you're single and trying to go after someone that's not as attainable. It's like, why are you putting all your effort into getting someone that isn't putting in the effort for you? Because like I said before, we all want to feel wanted. We all want to feel appreciated and loved and want someone to give us that googly-eyed look that we give them, right? So it's like, why chase someone that's not chasing you back? But I think a lot of women want a man to chase them. They want to be chased. And like majority of the girls that I'm friends with expect that. They just want a guy to do all the work and wooing her. And I'm like, well, what are you doing in return though? You just sitting here while he chases you, just waiting? Because ultimately that's what it is. If you want me to drop some knowledge on you guys, here it is. The girl that you could be pouring your heart and soul out to that's not doing the same for you is making fun of you to her girlfriends. And that is what girls do. If a guy is trying too hard to get with them, and they're not returning that same energy back, they are talking about you to their friends about like, yeah, I got this dude getting me food all the time. Like he's paying my bills and stuff or whatever. But like, he ain't shit. Like girls will act so sweet and nice to your face, but then they'll go off to their friends and say all the worst things about you. And then, oh my God, if the sex is trash, they will talk about that too. But it's cool because you're probably doing the same thing back. But these could be the girls that you're really trying to get with. You don't know what they're thinking or what they're saying to their friends about you. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between giving your all to someone that's also doing the same for you, or giving your all to someone that's not showing any interest. There's a huge difference there. When you give your all to someone that's also giving you their all, ain't no talking shit around here. They're not telling their friends like, oh, he's doing all this and I'm not doing any. Like, no, because she's putting in effort for you too, because she wants you the way that you want her. And how great is a relationship when you both want each other? You didn't get the notification? What? Okay, let me try to read some of you guys here. Oh yeah, the group chats too. Yeah, girls have group chats where they will talk about you in the group chat, especially after you guys have did it. They will give every gruesome detail about that. Okay. That we are buffoons or dumb to the effect where we don't know how to cook or clean. What? Guys definitely cook and clean. Oh, got super chat. Oh shoot. Oh my god, I'm missing it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not reading the comments as much as I should be. I got super chat from L. Nixon. Jenny, I'm involved with different sectors of YouTube, and you have one of the dopest bunch of brothers in the chat. Everyone is keeping it cool. Salute. Oh, thank you. I'm not gonna lie. If it's not highlighted, I don't read it as much because I get nervous with you guys because I don't know what you guys are gonna say in here. I could be saying the most knowledgeable things in here, and y'all be like, show us your titties. Thank you for the super chat. A lot of women want the castle, but they don't want to build it. Oh, that was deep. Modern women want traditional men, but don't want to be traditional women. Oh my God. Bars. Okay. That was great. Like, I low-key want to, like, screenshot that. That is so lit. They want the castle, but they don't want to build it. They want the dude to build it. That's so deep. But the thing is, yes, women do this, but guys kind of encourage it. This is why I'm saying I'm not just here to tell y'all what women do, but I'm telling you why they do it and what we can do to change this, okay? If you don't want a woman to want you for materialistic things or money, whatever, then don't just give it to them. Like, don't give a woman things without getting something in return. I don't mean sex. I mean, like, if you actually are looking to build with a woman, don't build it for her. Let her build with you. Why set up a castle by yourself? You're a team. If you're a team with somebody, then both of you need to build. Both of you need to help each other grow. And I know it's cliche to say that a great relationship is where two people can build together and support each other. I know it's hard to say that because nowadays that seems unrealistic because a lot of couples, it just seems like nagging and stress and arguments. But you just got to be real with what you want from the get-go. If you want that with someone, tell the person that you're with, like, look, I want to build with you, so let's build. Not like I'm a build and you watch. That's not fun. That would be like, remember Bob the Builder? That would be like Bob building by himself and everyone's just chilling, just smoking, just sitting there watching. I feel like that's what like a one-sided relationship is. It's like literally someone just watching you build something and they're just sitting there reaping the rewards. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to keep up with you guys, but I'm also trying to keep up with the comments on here. That we babysit our children as opposed to nurturing and raising them. What? That men babysit their children as opposed to nurturing and raising them. I didn't know women say that, but then, this is another thing. Another issue I have. I know some dudes who are their baby daddies, but their dads, and their baby mamas are crazy. How many of you have a crazy baby mama? Or how many of you have heard of one, right? And I think that the reason why they're crazy is because they tend to take the issues, every relationship or every issue that you've had with them in the relationship, they take that and make that the kid's issue. It's like if you cheated on her, she will not let you see y'all's kid because you not only cheat on her, you cheat on her kid too. It's like they make the issue with the kids, and I don't think that's fair because that kid had nothing to do, you didn't do nothing to him. Now, there are dads out there that, maybe they're not the best dad. I get that. But there are some good fathers out there who just trying to see their kids, but the mamas will not let them because they've got so many issues against that. Like, because they don't want to deal with you. I mean, I get it if there's, if your relationship with the baby mama isn't good, you feel like if they can't be a husband or they can't be a good boyfriend, then they can't be a good father. I can see why they might think that, and it probably goes deeper than that. But at the end of the day, it's like, I think keeping a man from his kids when he wants to be there for them, I don't think that's fair to the guy or the kid. I feel like that's kind of a selfish thought. Obviously there's reasons why a woman would do that. But I think ultimately it's personal. Like, it's not beneficial for the kid, like, to keep the husband, the ex-husband or ex-boyfriend out of the picture. Like, I don't think that's helpful for the kid. I think that's helpful for her personally. Am I missing stuff? Yes, I'm missing things. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm missing your messages. I'm trying to get through all the ones on Instagram first, but if you send a super chat, it'll highlight your message. Men should still pay the bills even though women want full equality. Oh my God, that is so facts. Dang, you're making us seem like savages, but I get it. That's funny though, because I feel like guys have so many complaints about women, but women have so many complaints about guys. And if y'all just told each other what your complaints were, we could work on a solution or reasonings as to why, What are y'all saying? Y'all are crazy. This is why I'm only reading the super chats, because y'all are wild out here. All right. What did I just read? Oh, men should still pay the bill even though women want full equality. That women want full equality, but they still expect the guys to pay every bill. I personally don't. But I think the reason why women think that is because, like I said, they feel entitled, but it's because men are so quick to wanting to do everything for a woman. They show that simp energy. They show that they want to bend over backwards for a chick and buy her everything and shower her with things, when it's like, women will take it just like a guy. If women tried to buy you things, buy you cars and houses and pay your bills, I'm sure you would jump on it too, just like a woman would. So you got to see perspectives. I'm not saying anything's okay, but I'm saying there's reasonings as to why people do what they do. And it's all about just not being biased and thinking about why a certain person would do a certain thing. All men are douchebags and players. Girls do say that, but they'll usually say that after being with several douchebags. It takes a girl to be with several douchebags to start saying all of them are. But that's not true. A lot of times women, I feel like, they just go for the wrong guys. Like, but they're not all wrong, and also not necessarily saying that they're the wrong guys, but y'all are on two different wavelengths looking for two completely different things. Chances are, if a girl ends up with a guy who's a douche or a player, it's like, he probably didn't, I highly doubt he told her in the beginning that he was a player, so she didn't know. So she went to it thinking he's a good guy because he acted like he wasn't trying to see other people. Ended up playing her, so now he's the bad guy because he didn't tell her in the beginning. All he had to do was tell her, and he's not the bad guy. So I'm saying, just communicate. Just communicate that we're liars. Okay, everyone lies. Girls will say that all men are liars, whatever, but women lie too, whether it's little white lies or whatever. Like, everyone lies. For example, say your girl's looking a little chunky one day, chunkier than usual, and she asks you, babe, am I fat? Now, let me tell you, this is the perfect time to lie, because if you tell her anything other than no, you are going to have a worse time trying to make her feel better than if you had just lied. So girls don't understand that sometimes there's a place and time to lie. And when you're talking about a girl's weight, that's definitely a time to be like, no, babe, like you look amazing. Maybe suggest something else and be like, no, that looks so good. But like, oh, what about that one dress that makes you look, there's ways to kind of go around it. But everyone lies at some point, right? Like no one just someone's like, yep, just lie. So there's reasons. And sometimes girls can't accept the truth. Just like guys can't accept the truth. There's certain things that we just can't tell you guys that aren't, because you're not going to take it well. Just like you can't just tell us we're fat. Like there's like girls lie. Oh, another way women lie to guys, faking their orgasms. A lie. But then women will say that guys lie. It's like, oh, you lied in the bedroom. You straight lying because you don't feel good, but you're making us think that, So I don't want to hear it. Everybody lies. Okay. All guys have options. Most of us can't even get girls. Oh, you're saying that women say all guys have options, but most of us can't even get girls. That's another fact there, is sometimes women will be thinking that a dude, including myself, will be thinking that a dude is just out here pulling hoes left and right. But there are a lot of innocent guys who are just home playing video games and watching anime and just, hoping they could get a girl. Girls will think like the worst case scenario, and I get that. That's just something we do. But usually it's because of what we've dealt with in the past that makes us feel this way. Chances are the first guy a girl was with, she went into it thinking that everything was ponies and rainbows. And then maybe one day he said he was playing video games, but he was really out with a chick. Once a girl, and like when that happens, it's like, and then it happens again with the next guy and the next guy, she's going to automatically think every time a guy's playing video games, he's doing somebody. That's just how our mentality works. It's habits. It's what we're used to. It's patterns. It's living in our past kind of, because we're letting past relationships affect us, which isn't okay. But ultimately that is what girls do. That's what a lot of girls do, is they're just traumatized from, things that have happened back then, and they kind of let it affect their current mentality, which is why women are going to say, I'm done with guys, they're all the same, because they're just tired of the same thing happening over and over again. But that can also be avoided if, like I said, both parties communicate. Am I missing stuff? The deception. My dog's cute. Oh, thanks. Oh, Agent K, thank you for the super chat. Jenny, you are gorgeous and keep doing your thing, but social media in this generation changed everything. It will never go back, honestly. It's too much disrespect and no accountability for actions. I can agree that social media definitely makes everything difficult. And I get that it almost makes you want to give up, because it seems like nowadays everything's going to be the same because there's so many games, and I get that. But I would say just to put yourself in situations where you're less likely to get played, like say, I mean, you never really know. It's not like you go into a situation and think like, I'm going to get played again. But, like if you're, I'm sorry, he's just staring creepy at me. Yo. I'm sorry. I got hella distracted. Let me go back to your question. He's so creepy. Okay. It wasn't even a question. You were just saying a fact. You're gorgeous and keep doing your thing. Social media, this generation changed everything. Never go back, honestly. In a sense, it's like, yes, I agree with you. Absolutely, that social media has made everything very difficult, because it's just, I won't look at them. It's just crazy. But there are good people out there, and my ADD, y'all, is killing me. But there's good people out there. There are. Like, it might seem crazy, but at the end of the day, it's like we all kind of want the same thing. We all say we don't want anything serious, whatever. But really, we all, I feel like we're all bred to just love people, or want to fall in love with somebody. At the end of the day, we all want someone to have that fairy tale ending with, right? It's like we can do whatever we want when we're single with whoever we want, but there's always that emptiness that we have that makes us kind of seek something real. So if we're all kind of looking for the same thing, then why can't we just be open about it with each other? If there's so many people looking for the same thing, then we're bound to find someone real out of all the chaos. It's just things happen a lot easier when you least expect it, when you're not looking for it. And I think that's when the best relationships just happen before you know it, because when you stop looking for something and you stop focusing so much on it, then I think that's the best time to get it. That's when it comes. Tony, you are amazing. Thank you, Tony, for the sticker. Sorry, you guys, I'm talking your ears off again, but I got to. I will be getting I'll be getting a software to where I could actually have you guys join me. So that's going to be in effect fairly soon-ish. So you guys could actually be on a split screen with me if you guys want to hop on. What are you guys saying about Remy? I think Remy wants something. I know. I don't know what it is. He just wants attention, ultimately. That's all he wants. But thank you, Sam. Oh, Sabin, are you leaving? Oh. Have a good night. All right, you guys. Going back to Jenny better than Dr. Phil and a better back. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not saying all this like as if I know exactly what to do. I'm just saying, like, I'm just speaking common sense here. You know, like if a car is coming towards you, move out the way. I feel like that's common sense. Just like if you don't want to have, or if you want to fix issues, discuss it with the other partner. It's not rocket science to know that you just have to communicate with each other your wants and your needs. Another thing I think is really important, side note, personally, I think it's important to know someone's love language when you're in a relationship, to address that. Wow, sorry, I'm popping out. I think it's important to address your love language in the beginning. That way it makes it a little easier to everyone feels love differently. So for example, my boyfriend, he needs words of affirmation. That's his receiving love language. But I'm very bad at that. Like, I'm terrible at complimenting someone and saying how I feel. My love language, my giving one, is acts of service. So I'll do the massages and the cooking and cleaning and the physical catering to someone. Like, that's more of my niche. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's how he feels love. I mean, not saying that he wouldn't want that too, but if he feels love by being told that and being, reassured of my feelings and stuff, then that's something that I have to learn to do for him to feel love. That's why I'm saying, when you're in relationships, people feel love differently. And if you don't express to them how you want to be loved or how you want to be shown that they love you, then they're going to be doing the opposite. They might be doing something else. So I think in relationships, if your partner wants, or if your partner needs quality time, but you're such a busy person and you don't know that all they need is time, then you're going to be running around here doing the most, thinking you're showing them that you love them, but they don't feel it because they feel it differently. They feel it through quality time. And do you know what I'm saying? The buffering. Oh no, what's buffering? Is my reception bad, guys? Let me know. I don't know what I could do to fix it though. All right. So next one. All men are disrespectful players. All guys, and girls, liars. That we fuck anything. That we fuck anything that walks. Oops. Oh man. Damn. It's a live, so I can't take the F word out. Oh well. That you guys bang anything that walks. Okay. In a sense, I can see why women would think that guys kind of do that. But like I said before, I get it. It's like kind of any woman that wants, I understand it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you want them. Like, I don't know. That's kind of a tough one. Not anything, but guys do have a more, I feel like guys are more open. Like you have, maybe your standards aren't as high as a woman's physically, your physical standards, right? So like a woman, she'll want a guy to be 6'5" and 8-pack abs and, killers. Like she'll want the most perfect molded, sculpted man. But like a dude would settle for a chick that's just like got a down, like she seems down as hell, or maybe she seems freaky, but she don't look the best. It's like, I feel like y'all kind of settle a little bit, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think that's why women think that guys will get with whatever, because guys don't necessarily only date like the most perfect looking woman, right? Like y'all, you like a girl for a good personality, for a good vibe, as opposed to women. A lot of women want like what they think is physically attractive. What they think a physically attractive dude looks like to them is usually what they would go for. So when they see a guy with someone that's not a 10, they're like, oh, why is he with her? He'll just take anything. That's not necessarily the truth. Sounds like anything? Nah. Bro, how's she still single? I'm not single, y'all. I talked about my boyfriend a trillion times in this. Y'all can stalk him too. He's in my skits. Okay. Yo, Jenny, what's up? Next one. Women want bad boys. Oh, Ray said this. I don't know if Ray's on here. Women want bad boys. I think I did talk about that earlier. I said that they don't want a bad guy. It just happens that way. It ends up that way. They don't look around and are like, who's the biggest asshole here? They don't think like that. It's like, usually they'll be, ooh, who can catch my attention? And then it just so happens to be a douche. But that's not what we look for. Some girls do want a guy that isn't like super nice. Like they say that nice can be unattractive, but that's if they're like too nice. And I personally want the sweetest. Well, my man's the sweetest, so that's what I'm saying. Like I want like the sweetest gentleman type. That's my thing. But there are women who do want a guy that's a little more aggressive, or not necessarily a douche, but that can kind of, be more, I guess, assertive or more dominant, because women like when a guy has more of a masculine energy than more of like a simp energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, all men want you for sex. All black. Oh, dang, I haven't heard that one. Oh well, I didn't think I would hear this one. So someone said a common misconception he's heard is that all black men cheat and are lazy with poor credit. Pisses me off. That's just so racist. Why? Not only all men. He said all black men. That's wow. That's wild. I would never. That's so not freaking true. There's some all. I know. So there's so many successful black men. Why even say that? I don't need to explain that one at all. Y'all know that black men are intelligent. Y'all hard workers. Like what? I think whoever said that probably got with a lot of dudes that didn't have jobs, and they just so happen to be black, and so she thinks, oh, all black dudes are rude. That's racist and rude. But I get it. Like I said, stereotypes, and all, not just stereotypes, but what they're used to. So if she's been with several black men who, I guess, weren't paying her bills, I feel like that's another big thing, because she probably felt like she wasn't paying her bills, so she thinks she's lazy. Sorry, honey. I don't believe that at all. And again, for her to say all, there's even celebrities that are like, what did she say? I don't know who said that. Credits go, hey, honey, what you talking about? Don't use the term black. For real. I didn't do it. I'm just reading what y'all sent me on Instagram. Remy's bored. Okay. Why do girls think that about men? What? Women saying no man is worthy of me. Oh, women do say that. Yeah, that's a good one. They'll say no man is worthy of me. A lot of women, again, not all women, but there are women that hold themselves on this pedestal because they feel like they've been done so wrong in the past that they don't want that to happen again. So they start setting the bar really high for themselves. So it's usually a woman adds to her list, that list that women have of what they want in a man. They will add to it based on what they've experienced. So if a woman had a dude who cheated, she's going to be like faithful. If a woman had a guy that was a douchebag, she's going to be like not an asshole. He has to be sweet and a gentleman. They're going to write on their list what they don't want to happen again. So if women are saying no man is worthy of me, probably because she's been with every dude that's been all the things she didn't want. So at this point, she's like, you know what? This is clearly all men. And so I'm going to hold myself up here and have this list of everything I want so I won't be hurt. That's not going to work. If you make a list of everything you want in somebody, you're still going to have problems. You could have the perfect dream. A woman can have a dream guy, everything that she wants, and it is not going to be ponies and rainbows. And I think that's what the whole thing about the list is. Girls think if they find that perfect guy, y'all ain't going to have problems. But that's not how it works. Like, everyone has flaws. Everyone's going to have something in a relationship that is something that is going to be hard for the other person to deal with. But it's about compromise, too. Compromising, being okay with certain things, accepting things that you can't change about somebody, and working through it. So instead of saying like this guy isn't worthy of me, like how about just working together and fixing both of y'all issues? Oh, I'm sorry. I started reading all this. Okay. Sorry. It was hard for me to read and talk at the same time. There's so many questions here. Oh my gosh. You guys can highlight the question. What? Okay, someone said men are so complicated. What? I would not say men are complicated at all. Y'all are so simple. Women are complicated. That's my opinion. How are men complicated? That doesn't even make sense. That's so weird. Because we're the ones who we can't even decide on what to eat. And then they're going to say men are complicated. We don't even know what restaurant we want to go to, much less our life, like know what to do with our life choices. I wonder if he has to go to the bathroom. No, he would have told me. Okay. I'm trying to breathe. Oh my goodness. Trying to see what you guys are saying at the same time, but he's hard. Okay. Marriage shouldn't feel like work. Ooh, that's a good point. Marriage shouldn't feel like work. I mean, I get that, but relationships ultimately are work because it's compromising, and like I would hate to call it work, but it kind of is like having a job because you want to make this person happy, and making someone happy isn't the most simplest task. It's not like you buy her food and then the rest of her life she's good. Like it takes a lot of work, but if you find the right one, then it's worth it. I mean, there's a reason why relationships take work but people stay in them, is because apparently being single and having something meaningless with everybody and being stress-free isn't as rewarding as being in a relationship that you have to work for, because ultimately that person makes you happier than you were when you were single. Someone goes, she asked me, do I look fat in this? And I said yes, and I'm the bad guy. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes we gotta lie a little bit. Anyone who thinks marriage isn't work is delusional. Agreed. Okay. They say all men are dogs and are only after one thing. It's complete BS. Agreed. And there's women out there that just want that too, so they can't even. Man, this is not just a gender thing, okay? There's a lot of things that are being said here that can apply to both parties unless y'all communicate. Men don't need to share how they feel. That is not true. Apparently, women say that men don't need to share how they feel. That's like telling a woman she can't share how she feels. Why? Why would you tell someone that? No, men are allowed to show emotion. It's fine. Maybe not to everybody, but to at least the woman that you care about, that you feel you have to feel like you can confide in her or vent to her. If something's wrong or you're having a bad day, you should feel comfortable being able to open up to her about how you feel. If you conceal it, then I don't see how you can be happy with someone if you're always hiding how you truly feel. Sorry guys, if you guys send a super chat and highlight your message, I will jump to yours and skip the Instagram ones. Okay, so men don't change sure they feel. Men ain't shit and all dogs. Oh, you guys are all saying what I already said in the story. Men cannot be emotional around women. I said that all men just want to. These are all the same things. Why do women tell guys, you're a nice guy? A woman would be lucky to be with you. I feel like that hurts. It usually means that she's not like she doesn't find a physical attraction, but there's an emotional one. Like she'll say that you're everything that a girl's looking for, but she ain't the one. If a girl tells you, I'm gonna just be real with y'all. If you got a chick friend, and she tells you that, you're such a nice guy and like any girl would be lucky to be with you, she's telling you she's not the one. Like she's not the one that you need to be with. So as soon as she tells you that, you better like close the door on what you thought that was and open a new door somewhere else, because that's her nice way of rejecting you. I hate to say it, but it is. All men are the same. Oh my God, everyone's saying that. He's not strong enough for your attitude. What? He's not strong enough for your attitude. That sounds more like a personal thing. I don't really hear girls say that. What a real man should or shouldn't do. All men are dogs. Men are not loyal. Men are cheaters. Men only want as many women as possible. That's not true. Y'all don't want every woman or as many women as possible. Men are intimidated to smart women, that we don't change. Equal rights. All men will put their thing in everything. All men will put their thing in everything. Also not true. You won't put in anything, especially if you're straight. We only think about second. Wow, yeah. These are all similar. Men don't know how to express emotion. Men don't listen. I know a lot of men that are great listeners. So again, these are very biased statements. This doesn't apply to all men. This applies to every man in a girl's past. Everything that a girl says that's a misconception about men is what she feels about her exes. That's all that this is. So if a girl says in a nutshell, if a girl says any of these things to you, all men are the same, she ain't talking about you necessarily. She's talking about every guy that she has experienced before you. And it's also based on her opinions on her side of the story, with her not knowing how the guy was thinking. And I'm not trying to make excuses for the guy. Like if the guy cheated, then it's forgivable. Like I'm not saying that guys have reasons to do these things, but also in the beginning, sometimes guys don't necessarily say what they want. So maybe they got with a chick that they didn't want a relationship with in the first place. If that wasn't communicated in the beginning, then he might be at fault for that, because then she ended up catching too many feelings, and it can just get bad if you don't communicate what you want. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, sorry, Remy. I'm sorry. Why don't women communicate directly and say stuff directly? For example, you said, if she says anyone will be lucky to have you, why not be direct? Well, because that's nicer than saying, I don't want you, right? I feel that's so much nicer, because I would probably do this. I've done that. I've said the same thing, but that's our way of being nice about it, because we don't want to be rude. Like overall it's still messed up, because we're still telling y'all that like we don't want you in a really nice way. But wouldn't you rather have something that's a little more sugar coated? kind of like what I said before. When a girl asks if she's fat, and you, instead of telling her like, yes, you're fat, you could be like, oh babe, but what about this dress? This one looks so good on you. That's a better way than telling her she's fat. Just like a woman, instead of her telling you like, I don't want your ass, you too short for me, you too hairy for me, you too da 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 da. Instead of saying that, she could just say like, but you are a great guy, because you probably are. She wouldn't tell you that if you're not. And any other woman would be like, you have, you just not me. She's just leaving out that part. I'm not that woman. That's it. She's just leaving out that small detail. But trust me, you would prefer that over than what she probably thinks about you. Because some girls be out here leaving dudes because they feel like their package isn't large enough, and you wouldn't want her to tell you that to your face either. At least I would hope you prefer to not be told that. So that's why we sugarcoat things. Got another super chat. Oh, Josiah, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Jenny. Oh my God, I don't know what sign that is. I hope that's not mine. Keep speaking the truth and common sense. It's really sad and silly how adults are like children arguing over this gender foolishness. I know. I'm trying to tell y'all that like neither genders have to be bad if y'all just both understand where you're coming from. Man, just communicating and understanding. I don't know how much I could repeat that, but that's the same for me. Like I need to be better at communicating my feelings too. I'm not just trying to tell y'all what I think y'all should do. I'm telling y'all what I think I should do. Jared Bradshaw, thank you for the super chat. If emotions are vulnerable by any relationship of any gender, can you put your life philosophy into one sentence from a relationship standpoint? Hold on, that was a lot. If emotions are vulnerable by any relationship of any gender, okay, can you put your life philosophy into one sentence from a relationship standpoint? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really trying to, you're gonna need to dumb this sentence down for me. Because this ain't water in here. As I take another sip. I really think you used to go to the bathroom. Wanna go potty? I shouldn't have said that. That was a terrible idea because I'm not done here. Okay, let me read this again. I'm sorry, Jared. Can you put your life philosophy in one sentence from relationship? No, I can't. We're going to need to dumb this down for me. Ask me, is the sky blue? I don't know. Sip your tea. What is your boyfriend? When you say what is your boyfriend, what is, like, what ethnicity? Y'all need to be specific. What am I drinking? I don't even want to tell y'all. What am I live streaming again tomorrow? No, I'm not tomorrow, but I plan to maybe in a few weeks. Hitting your connection. Oh no, am I still glitching, you guys? I'm sorry. I'm really trying to get through all of these, but like I said, send your super chat if you want me to skip the Instagram ones and go to yours. Okay. You better train him. That makes me so mad. Oh, when girls say you better train him. Ooh, girls do say that. Oh my gosh. He's in straight doggy right now. You can't see it from this angle, but his butt's up in there. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Someone sent a super chat. It was Gavinsky. Thank you for the super chat. Hey Jenny, love your videos. Also, question: why do some girls boss guys around or not? Be honest. Oh, sorry, I read it wrong. He said, why do some girls boss guys around or not be honest towards the other person? Why do girls boss guys around or not be honest towards the other person? Well, they won't. I'm telling you right now, a girl won't boss around someone who's not going to allow it. So if you allow a girl to boss you around, she's going to do it. I feel like that's simple enough right there. You just can't show that if a girl's bossing you around, you are letting her do that. You need to put your foot down and make it not okay, which could be another reason why girls tend to like guys that are more douchier, because they're not gonna let them boss them around. And girls don't want a guy that they can boss around because that's not fun for them. Right? Yeah. Or not be honest towards the other person. I mean, like I said before, women tend to be less straightforward because they don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or they want to hurt someone's feelings in the nicest way possible. Who is your boyfriend? Answer now. How about this, y'all? Let's see. If he enters a chat right now and says, and claims me and says, I'm her man, I'm gonna tell you exactly who it is. But he's got to say it, and I'm gonna tell you which one he is, because I see a lot of y'all are like, I'm a boyfriend. No. Okay. Yeah. So back to the "you better train him" thing. I can't stand when women say "you better train him," because that's not. And I was women. Well, I'm still a woman, but I'm saying I was women who said that. Like back then, I would say, you need to put him on a leash, you need to teach him. But it just comes with, it's an ego thing. So you know how, like, after you do stuff with a girl for the first time, you're like, yeah, man, I put it down. You start telling your homies, like, because you want them to respect you and stuff. And so you tell them, like, yeah, man, I was making a shit. Whatever you tell your boys about that. That is kind of the equivalent to women when they say, like, oh, you need to train his ass, or like, well, I train my man to do this and that. And it's also like an ego thing, and us just talking mess, Now everyone's saying it. She's not gonna answer that boyfriend question. I'm telling you, if he hops in the chat right now and says it, I will tell you exactly who it is. I think y'all know. I think you know. I'm just not, I'm not the type to, like, I feel like it's clearly easy for y'all to look at, like, my Instagram and think, like, oh, she's single because she doesn't post 1,000 pictures with her and her boyfriend on there. I'm not the type to, like, I'm not the type. I don't think if you get in a relationship with somebody that you need to get on your Instagram and Facebook and immediately post 50,000 pictures. Like, I don't think, like, I think stories are cool, or maybe a few, but I don't think my main thing is I got a great man, and I'm not trying to just brag about him to the whole world and be like, this is the perfect guy here, you guys. Be jealous of, like, I'm not trying to do people like that. But point is, I don't even know how I got to that subject. But okay, we're not even talking about it right now. We're going back to this. All men want is that ting. I heard females say that if you're not working with a 9, you ain't mine. If you're not working with a 9, you ain't mine. What does that mean? What is that? I've never heard a woman say that. If you're not working with a 9, then you ain't mine. I'm so confused. I don't know. Can someone explain that to me? I don't get that one. You guys are funny. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh, they're talking about that dangling. If you know where. Okay. Wow. I'm just okay. I just want to say, this is messed up. I don't want to say this. It sounds so insulting. If a chick can only work with 9 and up, bro, she gotta be a hallway. There's just no way. If you need only 9 and up, there's a problem. That means anything less, you don't feel it. The dude probably don't feel it too. So stay clear from that. If she says that, you need it. Yeah. Wow, you guys all caught on before I did. That's crazy. I was thinking, like, On a scale of 1 to 10. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read y'all messages at the same time. Okay. He's not saying anything, guys, so I don't know what you want me to do. Let me, I know, guys, I want to answer those. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to these first, but you can feel free to send a super chat. Men are always cheers, that they're all the same. They're not the man. So I'm not willing to put in the time, effort, patience, and commitment. Okay, so apparently women say that guys are not willing to put in the time, patience, effort, and commitment. That's, again, her exes. I don't even want to read all these anymore. To be honest, all this is like the same thing. It's like all of it is talking about how guys just ain't this, they ain't that, and they do this, they do that. Ultimately, what this tells me is that these girls have been hurt, and they're referring to everyone that they've been with, or referring to who their girlfriends have been with and been hurt, because they don't see the guy side. Now, me having guy friends, it's like I can see their point of view of everything. I'm not saying that they're right. I'm not saying they're wrong, but I'm saying there's two sides to every story, and you got to hear both sides. So it's just harder, especially like if you're in a breakup. It's hard to know what the other guy is thinking when you're the girl and you're the one sobbing, and and the guy's not talking to you because you're broken up. It's like, it's just a lack of communication, because you don't know what he's thinking. He don't know what you're thinking. That's how it is in relationships too. Y'all still trying to there's a lot going on here. Oh, what? I'm sorry, I'm trying to not read some of these out loud. These are crazy. All right, y'all. Oh my gosh, you want me to call him? He's watching this right now. He's just not saying anything. He for sure is. Wow, I almost didn't open it. Ryan, what is your obsession with trying to figure out who the dude is? I told him to say something. All right, you guys. I'm going to skim through these right now, and I'm going to see if any of these are different than what we've been seeing or hearing. Men are dogs. Men are the same. Men are complicated. We don't know what we want. We don't care how they look. Men don't want to commit. Men don't have feelings. Men are dogs. They want sex. They were all homeless. They live off of women. Yeah, guys, this is... Yes, guys, the live is saved. Sorry, see, I'm so freaking ADD. Yeah, all these are the same. That men never think. Oh, I've got Neil's on here. Oops, I exited. Neil said, "Aw, that men never think with their brains when it comes to women. That men only have one thing on our mind." I feel like y'all can help me with these, because yes, at the end of the day, yes, I do have guy friends, and I know how they feel towards things. I know how I have felt towards women in the past, but I feel like if anyone knows these answers, it's you guys. Tell me what you guys think about men only having one thing on their mind. Can you attest to that? Will Jordan. Jenny put Ryan in his place. None of his business. Ryan! How much is he asking? Said, thank you for the super chat. Jenny Baba's boyfriend, don't give in, don't say nothing. LMAO. Stay silent or don't. I can't tell you what to do. I don't know what you guys want. You want him to show himself? Should we give Ryan what he wants? No, Will said to block Ryan. His silence says it all. Sex is human nature. Why not think sex? That's true. That's a good point. Tell Clarence I said hi. Oh. All right, so you guys. Any more questions for me? Oh, there's a lot of questions. Sorry. What is your opinion about people doing OnlyFans content, and would you make one in the future? I don't have anything against anyone that does OnlyFans. You know, I think they're just making their money. Nothing wrong with that. Would I make one? Probably not. I'm a pastor's daughter, so I can't do that. Is your boyfriend Sasuke? I don't know. He didn't say nothing yet. I don't know if he's going to. I feel like if he was, he would have already said something. Okay. I'm probably going to get off here in a little bit, y'all. What? Oh my God, Ryan. I'm not going to FaceTime him. I believe she was born blind. What? Y'all are. Oh, Ryan, I'm sorry. I mean, I wasn't yelling at you. You guys are so funny. My zodiac, I am a Capricorn. Let your boyfriend know he's a lucky man. Oh. I would never tell a guy that he's lucky to have me. I would not. I'll tell him I'm lucky to have him. Which is true. The chat attacking Ryan. Ryan, I'm sorry. They're after you. Capping what? What's capping over here? Who's capping? DJ, thank you for the super chat. Damn girl, I'm about to be chicken hella on YouTube. What you mean? I don't know what that means. I need to stop drinking my tea. John H, thank you for the super chat. Hey Jenny, that's such a cute pup you got there as your wing. Oh, thank you. By the way, I want to take you from your boyfriend and be your man friend. You're and I be your man friend. You're such a baddie. Much love. Aw. He's not gonna like that. But thank you for the super chat. Trust me, I'm a handful. I would not say someone's lucky to have me. I speak on behalf of all women when I say that we can be a handful, we could be high maintenance. Justin, thank you for the super chat. Just got my bite kit with your code. Love the skits. Oh, Justin, I want to see you. DM me some pictures with your bite. I want to post you. Yes, if you guys haven't seen, I do have a code for bite. I'm still working on it. My teeth are still like, ooh. But my code is Jenny Babas. If y'all want to get bite, if you get some with my code, I will post you on my story on Instagram. What are you guys talking about? Adrian, Jenny, please, can I please be your man? I wanted to ask you that 2 years ago, ever since I found out about you doing that dating the serial killer thing. Oh, that's what made you want me, was seeing me be a serial killer. That's interesting. Interesting choice in women. Yes, I bet you're a handful, but I like a challenge. Nah, nobody wants this handful. I'm too much. Trust me. I'm a pain in the butt. Just out of curiosity, have you ever been on Shoot Your Shot with Tangerine? Because if so, yes. Sex is supposed to be sex. If you love someone, you can never love another person. It's an illusion that works for some. What? Capricorn. Oh, Zay's on here. What's up, Zay? Capricorn and Gemini. Do I have a twin sister? No, I don't. Maganda ka, Jenny. Thank you, Don. How much sleep do you get on average? I get a lot of sleep. I love sleep. I sleep more than 8 hours a day. I used to not be like that, but I would get sick all the time. Oh, I want to do a shoot your shot episode with some girls. I want to do that for you guys to shoot your shot, but then I feel like that would be taking other people's ideas. I don't know if I should do that, so never mind. Thank you guys so much for the love. Okay, I'm gonna do one more last run through of these questions and see if I missed anything. But I think these are all the same. We're all dogs. What the? Buff guys are heartless. That's not true. They could be sensitive. That we only stare at boobs. Guys do not only stare at boobs. Y'all stare at booty too. That men only want. Yeah. I'm done looking at these. These are all the same. Y'all just repeated. I do want you. I don't care if you are a handful or messy or you don't clean or whatever. You're the only Asian girl for me. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm glitching. Would you do a video watching the Fresh and Fit podcast? What is this podcast, you guys? I can't figure out how to read these and talk at the same time. I just can't. Unless I read all of these out loud, but I don't want to read all of them. Power 100. You changed your name to a very long username. I'm curious as to why. If you send me a super chat, I'm gonna have to read that whole thing. Wow, I'm surprised you get that much sleep because I see your videos all the time. Oh, thanks. I schedule my videos to post while I'm sleeping. I'm just kidding. Kind of. It depends if I got enough sleep the night before. Ryan, why? Is this the same Ryan that's been asking all them questions? You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Well, let me know if you have. Do you guys have any other things that you've heard women say about men that are not true besides what I read off of my Instagram? So there's a dude obsessed with my feet in the chat. I didn't see that much. Ah, you got my attention too. Jared, thank you for the super chat. When is the best time to be vulnerable emotionally with your man or woman? Like me personally, or are you talking about in general? I'm sorry, I'm like asking a question about your question. See, women do this. When is the best time to be vulnerable emotionally with your man or woman? Okay, I feel like you're just talking in general, but I think you can be emotionally vulnerable at any time. As long as you're comfortable with your partner, you shouldn't have to hide how you feel from them. So if you're feeling some type of way, I think you should express it and not try to wait for the right time. Like, I think you need to, well, I mean, I guess it depends on the situation, but you know, if you're at a funeral, it's not time to bring up what you hate about somebody. But I think with your partner, whether it be a man or a woman, that you guys should be best friends and be comfortable to always tell each other how you feel. It's just hard because sometimes it might hurt the person, but it's better to be open about how you're feeling than to bottle it in and make it worse. Because how can you fix an issue if you don't know that, if the other person doesn't know there's an issue? If you have an issue with your partner and you don't tell them, how are they going to fix it? It's just going to get worse. What? Whoa. Sorry, I saw a message I was going to read out loud because the beginning was cute, but then the end got a little crazy. Jenny, the Fresh and Fit podcast, where they give dating advice for men and women, and I think you might like it. Really? Interesting. I might. You guys are so funny. I want to read these out loud, but I can't read some of these. Y'all are seeing these. All right, so you guys have any other misconceptions that you want to talk about? When will I do another Tifa video? Sorry, I read more comments. My next Tifa video, I don't know. It sounds like you guys want me to do another one though. Is it true a woman will stay with her boyfriend until she finds a better option? Dang. No. We do not stay in relationships. We don't stay in relationships we're unhappy in hopes that we find someone better while we're with them. We don't do that. No. We stay. A lot of times if a girl's in a relationship, she's not happy and she'll stay because she's comfortable. And I mean, there's a lot of reasons. Or they hope that the issues will change or resolve. Guys don't check for girls in LA, apparently. Saw it in a video. What you mean? To see my uncle, man, is she bad? What? How do you feel about Asian women that try to identify with white? What? I don't know what that means either. Thank you for the super chat. Last one, LOL. You should do a just chatting podcast on Twitch. It can be better managed. I'll email your business email so you can investigate it. Maybe I should. I could try that. I don't have anyone on there though. I wouldn't even know how to start. I guess I could just tell you guys. But is that cool if I get on Twitch? Would you guys watch me even if I'm not playing a video game? Like, would you just watch me talk? Well, oh, you're doing it now. Oh my God, I can't with me. Sorry, guys. Been a long day. But it's because it's a site for gaming, right? Majority. So I wouldn't think that you guys would just get on a gaming site and just watch someone talk. Yeah, I know. We're doing it now. Yes, I realize. Do women really expect a guy to read their mind? Like if she wants a guy to do a certain thing? Yes. I'm not saying we should. I definitely don't believe that we should. This is why I say for the millionth time, communication is key, because I think if a woman wants something, she needs to say that and just address it, especially if something's wrong and a guy can't read that something's wrong. You know, you ever ask a girl, are you okay? Everything wrong? Or is anything wrong? And she's like, no, nothing's wrong. And you're like, okay. And you go about your day. And then she gets mad because she expected you to read through the bullshit. So it's like you can't really win because a woman's always going to expect you to just know. So you have to tell them. You have to remind them, I am not a mind reader. You're going to have to let me know when something's bothering you so I can fix it. I feel like it's not hard to tell your woman that. If there's a problem, tell me. But also, there's a lot of women who aren't afraid to talk about what issues they have with a man. They'll be nagging them for days. He said, Twitch isn't just for gaming anymore. Just chatting is exactly for what you are doing right now. By the way, it's me, Yvonne, from Combos. Oh, no way. Hey. You should have told me that from the beginning. What? I've been calling you this whole time. But that's dope. That's dope. I'm definitely gonna try it out. But you guys gotta follow me on there. I don't even know where to tell y'all. You have the best cleavage in the world. It's the push-up bra, but thanks. My bra keeps showing too. Communication is everything. Absolutely. How old are you? I am 27. I feel like you guys You guys read my comments more than I'm reading the comments. Y'all bashing each other over here. Jenny, can you go put on a hoodie? You want me to put on a hoodie? I didn't know that there would be a popular. Oh, it's just one person saying that. I didn't know y'all would want me in a hoodie. Why do women act like they don't know what they want to eat when we ask them? We're not acting like we don't. We just don't. And it's because we're indecisive beings. Men can be indecisive too, though. 1994, yes. Jenny, you're not answering my question, but I love you just the same. Neil, what was your question? I'm sorry. Don't listen to him. You can still send super chats. It's fine. Oh, see, I'm still over here calling you It's a cool name, though. I like it. Can I keep doing it? Jenny, whatever you're doing. Oh, what? Why do girls steady say they don't care when you ask them what movie they want to watch, but they really do care? I mean, that could be several reasons. Maybe you Netflix and chilling and they just want to get to the chill, so they don't care, just like guys wouldn't really care what you put on at that moment. Or maybe they just want you to enjoy what you like to watch. Maybe they're just trying to please you and they don't want to put something on girly that you might not like. What you mean? Where is this? I can't keep up with you guys. What happened to the replies of your videos? Tony, I answered them all. They were just all the same, unless you sent me something that was different, but they all seemed very similar. But I'm gonna go pretty soon, you guys. Because like I said, I tried to answer I tried to go over all the misconceptions you guys had, but I couldn't I couldn't really find a good, I guess, one that was different from all of them, because a lot of them were the same thing. But I did go over pretty much everything. It was just all similar, as I expected. What's your favorite movie on Netflix? Dang, that's a good one. Netflix don't got no good movies right now. So none. I bounce around between Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. They're not all my accounts. How do you not know what you want to eat, then get mad about what we pick to eat? Oh, well, because it got, if we name a bunch of different food items, or if you guys name a bunch of different food items, but we didn't want any of those, we may not know what we want, but we know what we don't want. If that makes any sense. Like, say I was vegan, which I'm definitely not, but say I was vegan and I'm like, no, we can go anywhere. In my mind, I'm thinking like anywhere that has vegan food, but I'm not going to say that because I want to be open to what you want. But say you name Popeyes, that leaves us with no options. So I'm going to be like, no, besides that. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not vegan though. Do you taste like Cheerios or Cinnamon Crunch? I like that you think it's one of the two and not other cereals or non-cereals. If y'all are looking for someone like her, go to the Valley. There are a lot of Asian women that look just like her. Davin Griffin. I hope I said your name right. I have a crush on you. Can we go on a date? Oh, thank you for the super chat. I have a boyfriend that won't be cool with that, but you can ask him for permission. I'm 1,000% sure it's gonna be a no though. But thank you for asking. Guys, it never hurts to shoot your shot. I think it'd be better to shoot than to not shoot at all. I don't know what I'm saying. Yang, I don't want to say your last. Oh, Yang. You were on my last live, I think. Because your last name, Vaj, maybe not. I don't know. Oof, hottie. Thank you. Thank you guys for super chat. Neil, I'm sorry if I missed your question. Tony, what was that cotton candy drink with Tim? Oh, it was like some kind of hibiscus something. It was from Universal City Walk. Well, you know that. I don't know what the drink was though. Exactly. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was called. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. But I can let you know when I ask him, but he's not gonna know either, so never mind. Are you going to get married to him? I mean, that's the plan. I don't go into relationships thinking that they're going to end. I mean, I am a pessimist, but I would never jump into something and be like, yeah, this ain't going to work. Like, I wouldn't. Yang, thank you for super chat. Wow, you remember me? Feeling special. I do. I think we had a conversation about, pretty sure because I pronounced your name wrong. But also, you were talking about the type of Asian you are, and you said something that that it was a conversation for sure. She looked like she tastes like candy. Your boyfriend will give you to me. Bring her to the O, even trade, become the match. I don't know what you're saying. I haven't answered your question. DeAndre, what was your question? Favorite anime to watch? Ah, okay. Probably Attack on Titan. Will I be bringing back the Daddy Issue series? This became a Q&A for Jenny. That's cool, though, because we ran out of misconceptions, didn't we? My favorite anime... Oh, wait, sorry. I answered that already. Will you be bringing back Daddy Issue series? Yes, I will. When? That's an even better question. I don't know that yet. But I will. I'm glad you like it. Jenny, please, can I please be your man and take you away from your current man? I cook and clean and take you shopping and travel to your favorite places. Oh, that's sweet. But you gotta ask him. Neil, Jenny, they still won't let me back on combos. Let you back? When were you on combos, Neil? Why would they let you back on? You have an Android? Because they don't combo. You guys, y'all need to hop on combos. But yeah, they don't work on Androids yet for some reason. Yang, he said Hmong people. I give you a lesson on Hmong. Yes, that's what it was, and I think I said it wrong too. The M is silent, right? So it's just no. The H is silent, so it's Hmong. I think I could be wrong, but yes, I remember our conversation. Kung Fu Havoc. Aw, okay. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, he finally left me alone for a little bit. You notice that? He went to sleep and now he's not again. So he's so... You are creepy. You're ding-a-ling. Cover it. He just out here. What's the most romantic? You guys are making this a Q&A. If you want me to do a Q&A, I can do a Q&A in maybe next week. Do you want a Q&A? Yang, yes, you pronounced it right. Hmong, yeah. I forgot. I was supposed to Google that. Like, Neil, I can't get back on combos either. Tony, why can't you guys get on combos? Like, what is the reasoning? Like, why can't you guys get on? Well, they're going to be sending me a private code soon that I can send you guys to where you can download it. As long as you don't have an Android, I think that's the only thing. But hopefully, but combos would be dope because I could go, you guys could live stream with me on there. The odds of Remy killing you is low, but never zero. It's so funny. Bump for Q&A. How do I send you money? My Cash App is pinned, or you can send a super chat on here. But you guys, I'm gonna hop off in here now. What? Misconceptions. Are bad boys more fun to be with? No. It's a heartache. No. Yes, you have an Android. Oh no, that's the only issue. They don't have it for Android yet. Oh damn. That sucks. I don't know why they discriminate against androids right now, but they said they will eventually, whenever that is. All right, this dude wants me to go. He wants attention, but I'm gonna hop off here now. You guys, let me know if you want me to do another Q&A. I did one months ago, but I'll do another one for you if you guys want, because I feel like I've helped you, not helped, but I feel like I've said a lot about women's thought process. So just let me know what you guys want to see. No, don't do that. Never mind. Don't do that. What you guys want to hear. Maybe don't do that either. You know what I'm saying? Is Blue Chew worth getting? You know, yes. Get it. Yeah. That didn't sound convincing, but yes, get it. Everyone I know that has gotten one was very happy with that. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Yang, haha, wow, we would make great friends. Can't believe you have never met any Hmong people. No, I haven't. I swear I've not heard of that until you brought it to my attention. But what I want to see. You guys are too funny. Okay, I'm gonna hop off on here now, but I will see you guys maybe next week. And I will ask you on Instagram what you guys want me. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on there, and I will post on my story next week or so what you guys want to hear next. If you guys want a Q&A, or if you want me to talk about women again and decipher them some more. So let me know. I'm gonna hop off here now, but thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys as always, and I hope you guys had a good time putting up with me talking all night. I'm gonna finish my tea and I'm gonna go to bed. But you guys have an amazing night. Love you guys. Bye.